Yo, it's Jabo here. I'm here to talk about that one time DX2 had a big leak. It was the biggest one ever, and I shat my pants so hard. It all started right before the 7th anniversary with 5 Chan post, which is Japanese for Chan. It had a bunch of imager links with allegedly the next 2 big demons for our anniversary. This was huge if true, as the kits there were really busted. The 2 demons leaked were Dagda and his mother Danu from Shin Megami Tensei 4 Apocalypse. They had several screenshots of them with them appearing in Davy Khan. Let's take a look at Danu first, as that's what we got that anniversary. First of all, she was meant to be a T2 unit. Her stats were much more suited towards this role, and the one we got since her agility is much lower, and she had both higher vitality and magic. You also might notice that she has no attack skills. This is because she actually had a normal attack chains like Ouroboros. The interesting thing here was that the screenshots of skills were actually Google translated for us English speakers, both for Dagda and Danu. Now, Google Translate is bad for this kind of stuff, but I played this game long enough to understand the lingo. So she had a 100 base power almighty attack, with fractional follow-up attack, that dealt 50% of all the enemy's max HP, and also cast Akunda Plus and Tarunda Plus, and healed all allies for 40% of their max HP. Oh, and the attack also ignored Endurers and had Remnants and Bulwark Pierce, as was normal for time. What's also interesting was this attack also increased in strength like Goza Tenoa's Mantra and Rahab's Sea Dragon's Fury. Except instead of buff skills, it was recovery skills that upped the damage. Overall, this skill was pretty good on paper. The fractional damage was nice for Vanitas, and the heals were insane, more than our current Danu, which has a 20% heal and 2 MP regeneration. Honestly, I think it's better than Noble Bright on our current Danu, as that one gets cucked by Light and Type Pierce. So hard is not even funny. But our current Danu is a much better support demon. Why? Well, let's look at the leaked Danu's passive. She had a 100% max HP boost and immunity to all ailments. She also had an interesting new mechanic. She naturally came with one more turn icon, which meant she behaved like a boss demon. This was really interesting in my opinion, since it was basically an evolved form of press turn generation. Also, she gave allies a chance to score critical hits when using almighty magic, which is bonkers and is like SMTV's Omagatoki critical or SMT for a smirk system, but party-wide and always active. She also had a party-wide damage reduction aura of a whopping 75% and negated all bonus turns from incoming attacks. Sounds busted, right? Well, this had a caveat of only working when the hit didn't strike a weakness, which was basically all the time with Malistron running around with 3 levels of light affinity down. So yeah, this was kind of mid-moving on she had a luster candy, but with plus buffs at the start of your turn. Now comes her main gimmick, and the reason why she had that natural press turn bonus. If the enemy dared to increase their press turns, Danu would punish them by doing Bulwark piercing fractional damage of 2,500 maximum based on max HP, and she would break one of their press turns, pretty much like Dimensional Hathor today, except she didn't nullify Spirit Chains of Suppression, so she would be cucked by Fury Masakado. Keep in mind, we don't know what either of the leaked demons panels were, so maybe she got suppression immunity there. Anyways, this Danu turned out to be fake, as we got a Danu with Earth Fields alongside Finn Cole for some reason. Seriously, why wasn't it Dagda? Speaking of Dagda, this video is going to be too long for YouTube shorts, so I'm going to have to cut it there. Stay tuned for a part 2. Jabo out!